Hey, welcome to Bali. So, this is my first trip to Bali. My name is Max, and let's discover Bali with me together. And I hope you will have an amazing trip like me if you plan to go there. So, the first thing I do in Bali was checking around the areas. Because when I arrived, I was totally tired and come from a flight and was not, it was a long trip. And yeah, I have to check out the amazing rice fields, check out some small restaurants, and start with a very good restaurant in the evening, the Bebek Bangil restaurant. They had amazing duck there. It was the best duck I ever had. So I stayed 5 days in Ubud, the main capital of Bali. So the first day started in Ubud. So I started my stroll, and they told me the Ubud market is a great place when you want to enjoy food or want to buy some small souvenirs. Or near the market is the Ubud Palace. It's like the main temple from Ubud, and it's clearly a very beautiful temple, and there are a lot of people coming there, and there's some small events, and there's a temple dance. So after I visited the temple, I just stopped for a quick smoothie, and then straight away I go to the monkey temple in Ubud. Because you see everywhere monkeys, and they have specifically a temple where you can see the monkeys in a big rainforest looking park, and there are tons of people. There are so many people, it's crowded like crazy, but the monkeys are everywhere. On the next day I visited the Tegalang rice fields, big rice terraces, beautiful view. You have balconies and even hotels with infinity pools where you can watch over the rice fields, and you can get fresh coconut from the farmers there. They're very nice and super kind. I definitely recommend going there, and you can even fly drones there if you ask nicely and watch out. And there are some near temples around, you can watch them, and I think there's just an awesome place to have a chilly and nice day. A small tip, there are a few entries and you have to go in the right one, because you have smaller section or bigger section where you can go around the rice fields. After the extreme heat on the rice fields, I got to my next location with the scooter to the water temple, where you can join a holy water ceremony on your own, but you have to follow some rules. You have to grab one of those sarongs, like a special towel or a blanket you wrap around your body, and then you can walk through the temple and can wash yourself like I did on those fontaines. There are 7 or 8 fontaines, and you can just use 7 because the last one is only for Balinese people. It was a very weird but very cool experience to got in the water, holy waters, and pray there. And you have a guide. It was really kind, and they do it for free, but you can tip them at the end of your ceremony, and they give all. They're very kind, it's super sweet, you get food, and yeah, it's very nice. After that, with the scooter, I go back. Scooting in Bali is absolutely phenomenal and crazy at the same time, because you have to drive with all 1,000 of people in the road. But I got safely back to the next restaurant, where I got the famous food babi guling. Babi guling is famous in Indonesia, and I visited a restaurant that I saw from a YouTuber, I think Mark Wiens. It's a very big food traveler, and he was there and said it's the best babi guling he ever had. So I go there and eat the first time babi guling, and oh boy, it was absolutely amazing. The best pork I ever had, and they have unsweetened tea for drink. It's very cheap and totally super. It's wow. I want to eat it every day, but it's maybe too fatty. On the next morning, I traveled with the scooter to one of the biggest waterfalls on the entire island, the Second Pole waterfall. It's the biggest waterfall on the main island Bali, and there are some few little ones nearby, and you have a very great view on the rice fields too that surround them. It's a very long ride with the scooter through the jungle, but it's awesome. I mean, look at this view. It's the biggest waterfall in the jungle, and it's absolutely mind-blowing and awesome. I have no words for that. And you have all the way go down some like hundreds of stone stairs, and it's quite a hike down there and back up, but you have an amazing view on the waterfalls. And after that I took a car back because my scooter broke down. Near the waterfall is the Pura Ulun Danubratan temple, a temple inside of the water, a lake near an old volcano, and this is one of the most spectacular, most gorgeous temple I've seen. It's in the water and you have the mountains all around, and it's absolutely stunning. One a beautiful temple, and the entry fee is not that high, so go check it out. And after a long day I decided to grab some sushi. It was way too much, but it was absolutely delicious. Did you ever wake up in 2 in the morning and want to hike a volcano? Me neither, but I did it. It was a crazy experiment for myself to get up this early, and it was just awesome. I grabbed some snacks and waited for my shuttle bus who takes us to like a base camp where you can get breakfast and meet some other hikers. What is really nice, you meet tons of new people, all pretty nice, but the bad thing, it rained like crazy in that night. But luckily, when we came to the top, no rain and just a beautiful sunrise I ever seen in my life. It was absolutely crazy. I brought my drones and got some amazing shots there. On the last day in Ubud where I stayed, there was a food festival and I didn't know that. So on the main like place or marketplace, there was a really big food festival with music, all kinds of food, lots of drinks, good music. It was a very nice evening for the last day in Ubud.